What are your plans?
Lord.
Okay, what are your plans to target the drug dealing situation in Paterson?
Okay, that ties in very well to the curfew piece that was spoke about before. Obviously, folks are a lot brighter than we are because they figured out how to get in and get out, sell their wares, and not be caught. So part of the response to that is have an effective and efficient police department. A whole new way that we do policing here. And it's not rocket science. My background's in criminal justice. Doesn't make me an expert, but it does make me somebody who understands what that mindset is about. Drugs are happening because people have no hope. People are looking for opportunities to make a quick and fast buck. They're also renting homes now to move their wares. So what's happened is we've pulled back, we've offered curfew, they would love it. We haven't got them off the streets now. Imagine what a curfew's gonna do. They'll be out there selling at wholesale in the middle of the roads or maybe one of those potholes. But the time has come to have an effective community-based policing. And I'm not saying typical and traditional community policing, but I'm saying on the ground, in the communities, in their neighborhoods. They have to be there and establish a presence. They have to create relationships with the neighborhoods. They have to. Just driving around looking for potholes is not what I'm paying you $80,000 to do. Anyway. Do I still have more time? Because I can go on.
Yeah, you have
Okay,
time.
so
We know you can go on.
crime. I'll take a line from Councilman Saya. The manifestation of this drugs that we've seen is a sign, it's a symptom. It's a symptom that we as a city have missed some other things. We've missed services to families in crisis. We've missed those relationships with schools. We've missed that so much that the only thing that could happen for folks who don't have guidance is to try to make the deal. And this deal is costing them and it's costing us. So drugs, again, I've worked in juvenile detention. I've seen what happens. And you ask a young person why he's doing it, he says, what else do I have? That's a mindset change. And of course with drugs, the next thing is guns. You've got to nip them both in the bud at the same time. But it has to be done in a comprehensive way. Thank you.
The record featured Paterson for the wrong reason on the front page. They called Paterson the drug den, that people come as far as Pennsylvania to buy their drugs in Paterson. We're making the headlines for all the wrong reasons. And nothing has changed in 8 years. We still are considered, sadly, by many, to be a drug den. Part of the solution to the problem is to have a mayor who has a better working relationship with the police department. In speaking to police officers, morale is at an all-time low. 2 weeks ago, we were all invited to address the PBA union. Council President Jones and I appeared and addressed the men and women in blue, showing our respect and also showing that we have a real commitment to effective policing and a partnership between the mayor's office and the police department. So we must work together and also get the Passaic County Sheriff's Department more involved. We pay taxes. We're the seat of Passaic County. That's the least we can do. As the capital of Passaic County, the Passaic County Sheriff's Department and the police department must have a real
Under the leadership
partnership.
of Director Brown
Thank you.
and the chairperson of the Public Safety Committee, Ashlon Gale, we have forged those collaborations with DEA and the Sheriff Department and the Police Department. And that's why we could say that even though you'll never get rid of the drug dealing or the prostitution, because all it does is shifts from block to block, but we created the task force to do exactly that. Keep them on the move, high, intense. We look at the criminal stats, which is CompStats, not PACStat, but CompStats, which sounds familiar. And we look at the data, and it's driven. And just 3 months ago, the council did approve for us to move on to phase 2 of our cameras. Our cameras work. And even though it sounds like we're in a police state, it's not to invade anybody's property. It's to assure that we have extra eyes, because a police officer gets tired, but those cameras do not get tired. They work 24 hours a day. They get into the radio room and they're monitored 24 hours a day. And we just received a Universal Cop grant for $3.2 million that we're going to graduate 32 men in May, and 25 of them are going directly into our schools as school resource officers. That's how we fight crime.
Right.